Our family garden in Suburbia, and it's August the 17th. As you can see behind me, the apple tree is absolutely full of apples, and they've turned a nice reddish golden colour. They could probably do with another week or two on the tree, but unfortunately they're being consumed by worms at the moment. So I've made the decision to take the apples off as they are and store them in a nice cool place for eating over the next weeks or months. We still have so many tomatoes, it's unbelievable. But it's not all about cherry tomatoes. We've got the big beef tomatoes as well, beefsteak tomatoes, which are fantastic. So this is what it's really all about. These beautiful big beef tomatoes. Let's just cut one here. This isn't the biggest one by any means, but my goodness, it's absolutely beautiful. These taste great. The baby corn has come to an end. I don't think we're going to get any more, so I'll be taking them out. But what a great crop. Not brilliant for the amount of space it takes up, but I think they look magnificent and they've enjoyed the beautiful summer sun. So it's a definite for next year we'll grow them again. More, in fact. Oh yeah, this plant here, which I said looked like a beetroot, my son said wasn't a beetroot. Well, AI says it is indeed now a giant beetroot. I think we'll leave it there. It looks beautiful. We need to use every space possible in the garden to get as much out of it as we can. So when I took out the coriander from here when it finished, I've now planted rocket. And you see it's coming along quite nicely. So hopefully we'll get some decent rocket before the end of the season. What can I say about the French beans and the runner beans? Well, when the weather was so hot, the French beans, they delivered nicely, a good crop. The runner beans did not. When it cooled off, the runner beans have really taken over and we're having lovely beans now, more than we can eat in fact. A mistake growing them against this fence. It's good from the point of view of shelter, and I thought it'd be nice and cozy warm for them, but I don't think they like quite so much heat. So next year they're going to go somewhere else in the garden in wigwam shapes, and hopefully that will stop the problem of a lack of beans earlier in the season. They're really coming to their own now in August, and it would have been nice if we'd had them earlier. Anyway, our mistake, and we'll correct it next year. Okay, it's impossible to miss the fact that the compost heap is now a nice dark grey. Actually it's anthracite, and the fence behind me is now a greeny grey called willow. Progress there. And obviously once we took the potatoes out here, I planted beetroot, carrots and spinach. This area doesn't get so much sun after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's not ideal, but if we get something out of it, that'll still be great. The hydrangea, these begonias have really done us proud this year. Absolutely superb. And what we are noticing is the hydrangeas really do love these shady spots. They struggle a bit at the top of the garden, but the begonias every year produce all these beautiful blooms, again in partial shade. Of course, I have to mention the greenhouse, which is providing us with the most wonderful aubergines, peppers and chili peppers. It's an absolute delight. These peppers have incredible heat and we chop them up in salads. If we're feeling dangerous, we leave the seeds in. If we're feeling less dangerous, we take them out. Oh yes, before I go, I do have to give a mention to dwarf cosmos. They flower and flower and they don't seem to need a lot of water. They just need a sunny spot. We'll be growing a lot more of these next year. Well, that's it from the Jones garden at the moment. I'll keep you updated as things change. And of course, what this has taught me this year in this drought is I really do need my own source of water. So I've been doing a lot of research on how to drill for it. So over the next couple of days, I'll be posting something about that, what equipment I'm going to buy and what my approach is going to be to try and find water underneath my garden.